got into the hospitality industry, because that's where I work, I just kept on meeting white men who were just like flabbergasted by the way I looked. And I was making excuses. Like, I was not checking for black men. If a black man tried to talk to me, I would be like, no. Like, but also it was the ones like on the street. Like,
you were judging the book by the cover.
I was. And I really, I would say in like 2017, after I had my child, from a Mexican man, because my child's father is not black either. I was like, hold on, what am I doing? Like, I'm attracted to them. They're attracted to me. They're trying to talk to me, and I'm just not giving them the chance. And like I said, I really had to like be real with myself and hold myself accountable as to why I wasn't open to dating them. And I've dated a lot of black men since then.
Why do you think that women always come to a realization that they need to change things after they have children? Like, what is it about?
I would say that was a specific. My intention wasn't like, I have a kid now, let me, blah, blah, blah. It was like, there's this black man who's interested in me, and he, you know what I mean? Like, I like what I'm seeing. The conversation's great. He was the example of the black man that I wanted to be with, compared to the ones who were trying to talk to me in the past, if that makes sense. So I wouldn't say there was anything to do with my child, honestly, because she is black in my eyes, yes, but her father's not black, so it wasn't that.
So the guy that you said is the example of what you wanted, that's what made you have the epiphany?
Yeah, I was like, oh, there are black men out there with oh my God, with what I want, like, I'll be
with the qualities that you want.
Yeah, there are some good black men out here.
Yeah,
that's what she
they are.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's exactly what it was.
Do you think that people make excuses
100%
to justify dating outside their race? Yeah.
100%.
Okay, why do you think that?
Well, I feel like mostly people say things as like, I didn't find what I was looking for here. So I decided to open up my, my circle, which I guess makes sense in, in actuality. Like, obviously, if you're not finding what you want to find, maybe you should be open to, other opportunities.
Right.
I'm sorry, just other options rather. But I do think that it's mostly a lot of women making excuses. Like, I don't want to have to they use the worst almost stereotypes about black men as an excuse to why they date outside of their race. And that's what really gets me, because I grew up around a lot of great black men. And so that's not my experience. And so when I hear a lot of women talking like that, it really irritates me, to be honest. So that's what I have to say about it.
Ron Mexico sent this to me, talking about my black woman. She was on there, seemed like with the Daily Wrap Up crew. They cool. I ain't really like how they let that Haitian woman come on there. Like, they be letting these women come on there disrespect them. But what I will say about this dog, about Ugly Money Beach, the Daily Wrap Up crew, I'm gonna defend the women for a minute, right? They get the worst women. They get the thwots, the thots, the twats, the strippers. Like, at some point, and then they do that. The Myron and them do that. And then the other one do it with the white girls that be at the table. I don't even know the name of that. Is that Andrew? They get the worst of the worst women, bro. That is not the average bitch. Excuse my language. It is not the average woman. At some point, we don't have to get, either that's what you get. You get these dudes on these podcasts. They get the bottom of the barrel women, right? The strippers, the sex workers. It's always them, or you get the reform 304s, the old washed up cougars, and then you might have a small mix of, married or solid married women. But why don't they feature more of the average woman, the cashier, the businesswoman, the 9-to-5 woman, or even more of the CEO type of woman? You know what I'm saying? Like, women like that, right? Well, I don't understand why they don't spotlight more of those type of women. But, they had this woman on here, and she pretty much said that she thought she was too good for black men. And, even though she was attracted to black men and black men always came up to her, she like others. She got knocked up by Hector, and she became a single baby mama with a Hector child. He probably hit the dipset ow on her. And now all of a sudden she want a black man now, after she realized her mistake. And the dude asked her, like, okay, why do y'all wait to have a baby to say y'all made a mistake. And she said, well, sometimes it's not really meant to be like that. No. Remember we talked about it was a huge thing because Only Logical did the video on it where the woman, she moved from Arkansas, left her daughter in Arkansas and went to Thailand or something like that. And she met like a Chinese dude. He was from Australia or something like that. He knocked her up and didn't want to, basically made her a single mom. And she had the baby shower and she basically said that now she looking for a black king to help raise her child now. And that's what they see. And they're not going to be, no matter a lot of women that you have on those podcasts, it's not going to be 90 or 80% transparency. The only women that's 100% honest on those podcasts is washed up women. Women that made the mistake, washed up cougars that wish they had a husband. But most of the sex workers, they ain't going to be real honest about nothing. And most of the average women, they not going to be honest about how it goes. But most women want the mixed baby. Most of these women want the mixed baby, bro. And that's just what it boiled down to. They want the mixed child. Most black women want the mixed, and they try to put colorism on black men. Black men don't care nothing about colorism. Even if you date dark-skinned women, it's like they deal with so much insecurity that they be like, oh, you really like a light-skinned girl. You really like white girl. You see that insecurity in a lot of black women in general, right? And it's like, I'm with you. Like, come on. Like, I'm with you. Like, what are you complaining about? A preference that in your mind exists, but it doesn't exist. If I want that, I can just go get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, or, a lot of them, they try to put colorism on us, and we don't operate like that. We love our children regardless of what they look like. As black men, we love our children regardless of what we look like. Right? We're not looking to have a baby with long hair. We don't look at procreation in that way. And I know St. Brown Daddy kind of said we should look at it that way as far as, athletic genetics from that standpoint of view. But most men don't even look at it from a genetic superiority standpoint of view. That's not how we operate. That's a woman thing. A woman looking at it to procreate for genetics, for superiority. But they just really be wanting to mix baby. They don't be putting Lee or Hector or Brad on child support. They don't have that hatred for them. And I seen it in real life amongst family members. These women, if he light skinned or he white, they had to do his baby. He'd be married. They have a couple babies on the side with him. They'd be like, he only come over when I give him sex to see the kids. And, and they just want the mixed race baby, bro. That's a fact. I've seen that in real life. And they don't put the dude on child support or nothing like that. But when they get with black men and black men want to be there for their children, they abort the black man's baby, or they have it and put them on child support and get the money. And then they leave the black man. Oh, he was abusive, or I didn't want to be with him no more, and put him on child support and still want to sleep with him. But it's just coming off that most black women that operate like that, all of them, they hate me. They hate black men that operate like that. Soon as you had a baby, she's single. No matter if you was good during the pregnancy, you did everything. All of a sudden, she don't trust your judgment. And I'm just talking about the dudes that's the good brothers. All of a sudden, she don't trust your judgment. She don't, she don't want to follow your leadership. And a lot of times the signs be there. I blame the band. She don't want to be there with you or nothing like that. But for the most part, they give black men the hardest time. The average black woman, they give you the hardest time. White guys, they don't put them on child support. They pay for it, or the others, they pay for them. You notice she didn't, even in this clip, and I guarantee if you find this full podcast, she didn't dog out Hector. She didn't say one bad thing about Hector. But if it was a black man, you deadbeat, he ain't do that, but you ain't tell the truth. You ain't tell, he said he didn't want to have a baby, or he was just tricking and you got pregnant, or he told you he didn't want nothing serious, or he tried to be there and you did some whole shit. Like, we can just go on and on and on about it. On and on and on. And unfortunately, it's the times we living in that we believe in what women saying throughout history. They've been the biggest liars across ethnic board. Look at Emmett Till. So we having these conversations, bro, and it's very unfortunate. But she had nothing bad to say about Hector still in this clip. Just like the Ashley Janae situation. They made it about black man fault. Even before a black man responded, it was a black man fault. And this lets you know, a lot of black women, I've been saying this, they don't prefer black men, they hate black men, they see y'all to be the cleanup. No, read the comment section and you will have more clarity on how they really feel about you. I don't think it's a lot of black women, as much as we think, that rock with us. And if you know how much they slept with the non-black man for nothing and try to charge you something, you would be flabbergasted. Hit the link in the description, join the Patreon. Peace.